Okay, okay. Do you hear the proverbial uncle coming from this place? I've had enough of not sleeping, and I've got some information, and this is Jill for today, so let's get started. It's Jill for today. Thanks a lot for coming on in and staying a while and having a visit. As a lot of you know, I have been having some real sleep issues. In fact, I'm going to leave a link up there to a video I did recently about sleeping. And what I talked about in that video was things that can cause you to not sleep. And it was amazing the comments I got from so many of you who say, you know what, I have the same problem. And it's amazing how many people have sleep issues. And I went on to, we're members of Kaiser, and they have an amazing website. And if you happen to be on on Kaiser or some sort of a primary care network, you might go to their website. They may have all kinds of great information on a multitude of topics, which our Kaiser does. And so I went in there and I looked up sleep problems. Sleep hygiene is really what this is called, and I took a lot of this offline, and it's written by doctors, therapists, those sorts of things. And certainly I am not a medical expert. I'm telling you my experience and information that I have gleaned off the internet. You need to speak to your doctor if you're having serious sleep issues and do your own research. So that's just kind of my little disclaimer there. I'm not a doctor, and I'm just relaying my experiences. So having done all that, I got a wonderful bunch of information, and a lot of it is you say, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to go over a few of these and see if any of them resonate with you, and see if there are things that you say, yeah, that might be a trick that I could try. One of the things that it first off encourages you to do is keep a sleep journal. And as you begin to implement and put some of these things into your sleep hygiene, you say, oh, this one worked, or this one didn't work, or a combination of these worked, and that helps you kind of keep a close eye on how you're sleeping and what kind of effect it's having. So it's, as I said, there's a lot of things here that are excellent tips, and if you could do them all, oh my gosh, you'd sleep like a baby. But if we could pick one or two of them, it's a step in the right direction. One of the things, and again, some of these are like, I get it, it's something we would understand. Limiting caffeine, of course, we all know what caffeine can do to us. Some people could drink coffee right before they go to bed, and it doesn't affect them at all. But most times, that caffeine during the day, it piles up on you. It says here, don't have any caffeine, carbonated beverages, chocolate, coffee, tea, 4 to 6 hours before you're ready to go to bed. And for a lot of us, that might be totally unreasonable. So this may be one of those that you say, I don't think I can do that. And of course, that's your choice to try it or not try it. And again, there's that sleep journal. Personally, I am going to do this. I'm going to keep a schedule of what I'm doing, when I do it, and these different things to see what it does, because I am at the end of my rope, totally. I was up yesterday morning at 3 a.m. I mean, I just... And I'm awake all night long. I'm awake all night long. Don't drink alcohol late at night. And it's what this says here, and it's true. You might drink alcohol and it makes you sleepy, and you go to sleep. But really, what it does is it does interrupt our sleep process. And so, they say, what's it actually recommend here? Women should drink maybe 1 drink a day, and that's their recommendation. Men are lucky enough to have 2. The other thing too is avoid heavy meals before you go to bed. Now we have a rule here: we don't eat after 7 o'clock in the evening unless it's something super light. I mean, like super light, a piece of fruit, or if Randy's really hungry, he might have a bowl of cold cereal. And it said, this article says that a little light snack before you go to bed, it might actually help you sleep better. You know, when you have a little baby and you give them a little something before they go to bed, a little cereal or another bottle, it kind of helps them sleep. And I guess maybe adults are like that too. So a little something at night, but not a whole meal. And don't go to bed thirsty, but they don't, here's the part that's funny. Don't go to bed thirsty, but don't drink so much that you get up often in the evening, in the night to go to the bathroom. Well, here's what I do. I have a bottle by my nightstand, on my nightstand, and when I get up in these episodes where I'm awake like every hour or every 2 hours, I take a glug of water. Not a big one, but I take a good swallow of water. Kind of helps moisten, my throat gets dry. But then I have to get up and go to the bathroom once at least, sometimes twice at night. So do you drink too much? Do you drink too little? Do you drink during the night? Which I'm guilty of drinking during the night, but that's just who I am. Going to bed regular time every night, even though maybe you don't work any longer. Now, people who work full time generally go to bed about the same time and get up at the same time. But those who are retired or have a flexible work schedule, maybe you own your own business, you're able to kind of just do your thing. But it recommends you get on some sort of a sleep schedule that will help rein you in. So if you know you go to bed every night at 10 o'clock, let's say or 11 o'clock, your body starts to say, it's like a dog. You know how dogs know it's time to get up or it's time to go outside? I think we are the same way. That so if you're on a schedule where you go to bed every night at 11 o'clock, your body says, it's almost 11 o'clock. I think I'm getting sleepy here. But if you go to bed one night at 9 and one night at midnight, you're whacked out. And the same thing of getting up in the morning. And you don't have to maybe set an alarm. Maybe you do. I don't know. Getting up, some regular exercise just helps your body, get regulated. This was interesting. Get plenty of sunlight in the outdoors, especially in the morning and late at night. And I'm not, other than the vitamin D, I don't know. I love this one because this is me. Set aside time for problem solving earlier in the day so you don't carry those anxious thoughts to bed with you. Hello. Keep a notepad by your bed to write down any thoughts or worries that may keep you up or awake during the night. And I love that. Because if I'm having, thoughts that are like driving me crazy, if I have a notepad there, because one of the problems is I'm afraid I'm going to forget, right? I'm going to forget what's worrying me in the morning, but it's going to haunt me all night long. So if I write it down and say, okay, I'll deal with this in the morning. I love that. Just love that. That's just my nose is itching, sorry. This one's tough. Don't use technology, a few hours before you go to bed. Smartphones, computers, any of that stuff that has a lot of light, because it says here it can make it harder to unwind and fall asleep. Email, they say, if you get a bad email, it's going to drive you crazy. So all that's pretty good. Then it says, try to do something relaxing before you go to bed. Maybe take a bath or do a little bit of light yoga or meditation, something just to kind of bring you back down. Now, in bed, it says here, and reserve bed for sleep and sex. Don't use it as a playground. Don't go in there and lay for hours eating and watching TV and playing with the kids. If you do all of that in bed, your body doesn't know it's time to go to sleep, which I think is, of course, have a bed that's big enough to, earplugs, if you're having a hard time sleeping because maybe your mate snores or there's a lot of noise outside that's driving you crazy. One of the things that's suggested, and I said there's no way I could do this because this would drive me nuts. If there's a lot of noise outside, or as I said, your spouse is snoring, or you don't want to use the ear, make a steady low noise, such as a fan on slow speed or a radio tuned to static. So it replicates a white noise. No, this will not work for me. That noise will drive me crazy all night long. So that one's not going to work. If you're a clock watcher, don't do it. I'm guilty again. I look at that darn clock all night long. When I wake up to have my water, what time is it? And see, it's 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Should I get up now? So there, that's the one. It said, consider making your bed off limits to your children and pets. It just is kind of a stimulus that it's hard to settle down before you go to sleep. Don't take naps during the day, which I do not do. I do not take naps. I don't like them. To me, I wake up feeling crappy. I feel like I've wasted time sleeping, and then I don't sleep at night if I take a nap. So I haven't taken a nap for years. Don't use tobacco near bedtime because it's a stimulant and it might keep you up. And again, the one that I said, I don't believe this is, to me, it's not a reasonable request. If you can't fall asleep in 15 minutes, get up. 15 minutes, really? There are some nights I'm gone, but generally 15 minutes if you're having problems sleeping, but that's my opinion. I think this was great information, and I'm going to do a lot of it. I'm going to keep a sleep journal and mark down every little thing in here, every little improvement that I might make to help my sleep hygiene, because right now I am in deep trouble. I don't want to take any kind. I've had people recommend melatonin, and I will try it. I have tried it in the past, found it unsuccessful, but my body has changed. And this was, oh my gosh, 7-8 years ago I tried it. But my body's changed, and I will try it again to see if it's helpful. But I don't want to take any kind of sleep aids. I just don't want to ever get into that. And I know some people really need it. And that's what you need to do. As they say, do you, I'll do me. So that's something, again, you need to talk to your doctor about. If you feel like you're just not making it and you need some help, you talk to your doctor. My goodness, you're paying the insurance, right? I don't know whether any of this was helpful to you. I think it was helpful to me. I just loved some of that stuff. Some of it was pretty, what or not to do, like the caffeine and eating heavy meals. But it's good to be reminded of those things. I forget, and I get myself into sleep trouble, and I am in sleep trouble right now. And I'm tired. I just need some rest. Okay, I hope that helped. I hope you got some good information. I hope you'll let me know what you think about this. I love comments. I've been getting some wonderful comments. The ones that I got about my mom's video, I haven't had a chance to answer all of you. I hope that I do, because there's amazing comments. I'll leave that link up there to that video. I was very surprised at the response and the outpouring of affection and your stories. Amazing stuff. And if you can go through the comment section for that video, you'd be amazed at how great some of you are. All right, everybody, I love you bunches, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.